Good morning and welcome to my Tuesday. I'm in my pyjamas, 2 layers. I didn't have a very good night. I didn't feel very well in the night and I woke up a lot feeling ill and I still feel ill. That was a surprise, wasn't expecting that. Not so ill that I won't get on with my stuff now at my desk for the next few hours. But my glands are all swollen up. Oh, I just feel grotty. Starting to feel a bit bunged up in the nose department. Just a bit horrible really. Yeah, but I don't know, something weird about the chest. Anyway, I won't moan on, but yeah, that took me by surprise a bit. I've got a rehearsal this evening, so I'd probably better do a COVID test before I go anywhere today. It's still about, I suppose. Money saving tip. I just absent-mindedly used this with my coffee and it didn't curdle. I got it from Lidl's. I can't remember how much it was, but it's way cheaper than the Alpro, like slightly sweetened one that doesn't curdle in coffee. Oh, yes. That's going to be my new coffee soy mug of choice, that is. Oh, yes. 10:20. This is your update. I've got the vlog up. Yay. See, I'm on top of things today because I didn't have a gig or a rehearsal last night. See, that's the difference. It's losing that chunk from the evening. Yeah, I'm still feeling ill, but obviously feeling better because I've had coffee and it always makes me feel better, even though I only have a little bit of caffeine in it. Got a bit of a headache. I had a headache last night, actually, thinking about it. I had a bit of a headache from about 5 p.m. onwards. Got a bit of a cough come in. I've been hot and cold, so this fleecy thing's been coming off and going back on again, off and on, and I was sweating all over the keyboard as I was finishing my edit off. I'm going to do a COVID test because if I'm going to a rehearsal tonight, going on a bus probably with elderly people and then being confined in a small room with Dan and my boyfriend. I mean, I don't know if I should go anyway if I'm ill, but because it's not an essential rehearsal, but you know, if I'm not feeling too bad, I should probably go. I don't know. I'm going to do the test anyway. It's not like I take them that often, to be honest, but it's good to just have them in the house. I've got a feeling we might be entitled to free ones because Izzy's in the at-risk category, but she got given so many by college before that it took a long time to use them up, actually. So they just kept giving them to her. Might help if I had that. Right, give me a minute. Quite a while since I've done one of these, I've got to be honest. Can't remember how long I was supposed to put the thing in for. 30 seconds or a minute, don't remember. Well, I'll do a minute. Can't spoil it, can it, if I go over? Got the eyes watering phenomenon from shoving this up your nose. Oh, somebody's at the door. Oh, that's bad timing. Hang on. I said, I'm just right in the middle of doing a COVID test. And they shoved that in my hand quick and disappeared. Right, oh, that's probably had a minute now. Excuse me. Oh, here we go then. 4 drips from this sort, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the viruses are available. I don't know what the likelihood is these days. I don't know what percentage of viruses is COVID. I don't know. Let's have a look then. It doesn't necessarily come out. Well, to be honest, whenever I've had COVID, it comes out straight away. And sometimes it can look like a line and it isn't. It's just like a tide mark where it's moving up and you think, oh, there's a line, and it's not. It's just where the water's reached. Yeah, it's looking blank so far, isn't it? Oh, well, that's good. Excellent. Don't really want to miss my gig next weekend, so yeah, that's good. I think we're alright. I'll come back and check it in a bit, but yeah, phew. That's a relief, isn't it? Oh, this cough's getting worse by the minute. So I'm negative, according to the test anyway, and they're well in date. I checked. I think it's like the date's November next year or something. I rang my boyfriend up and we've decided to call the rehearsal off tonight. So, I mean, I'm ill and probably infectious, so it's probably not best to go on a bus and then confine myself in a room with 2 people and probably infect them, and I shouldn't sing with a sore throat anyway. As it happens, I actually haven't got a sore throat, but no, I'm going to stay at home and just crack on with bits and bobs. I probably won't play my flute today, actually, because it's just, I'm all glandy, you know. Actually, I've got pain on my face. I think things are swollen up in there somewhere. Oh, my nose, like, I don't think it's impetigo, because it doesn't feel like impetigo, but I think I've got a little infection in there again. Oh, flip my neck. I haven't had one since February. I haven't had impetigo since February. This is really good going. Anyway, I'm going to have breakfast now. I'm kind of delayed now because I've been on the phone to my boyfriend and chatting to my daughter as well. She's just shot out the door to get the train to Cardiff. She's going to see the Barbie movie for the 5th time. Fifth time, can you believe it? She loves it. It's her favourite ever, I think. She's been with a lot of different groups of people and sometimes with the same group of people that want to see it all together. Again, I don't know what's possessing them, but there we are. Right, so I won't see her till this evening, I don't suppose, by the time she's been hanging out with them all day. Right, I am gonna have breakfast. Oh, I feel rotten. You know when you get it in your abdomen, you know, like this waves of wretchedness. Right, I'm gonna stop moaning. I'll speak to you later. Now, if there's one thing I need to do today, if I get nothing else done today, I need to try and sort out Izzy's medication delivery. I was feeling overwhelmed last night at the thought of it, so I sat down and I wrote in my diary, actionable steps to take in sequence, numbered, and broke it all down into little chunks. So the first thing I needed to do was get Izzy's actual address, and she doesn't flipping know, so she's given me the address of the uni. Oh well, it's a starter. I need a learner ID. She doesn't know what that is. I'll have to go rummage in her paperwork. I've texted her, so maybe she'll have a look now online on the phone, I don't know. I need to go down and count how many syringes we have left. She has 1 injection per fortnight. If you're new to my channel, my daughter suffers from very severe chronic eczema. She didn't go to school for 9 years. I home educated her, principally because of her health problems, although I did get on very well with home educating and don't regret a minute of it. It was brilliant. It was a very fulfilling, worthwhile and just really rich experience. But anyway, I didn't come on here to talk about that. But she is now able to be in mainstream education because of these injections that she has. So it's really important that she gets them. She has them once a fortnight, but they've got to stay cold. They've got to stay between 2 and 8 degrees. So they've got to stay in the fridge. If they go over that, they have to be binned and they cost the NHS a small fortune. So we want to make sure that they stay in the right temperature. But basically the way we're travelling up to her uni, we don't want to risk trying to keep them cold. I want to just finish them and have new ones delivered in time. That's better. And I think if I've got any left over, I'd rather keep them here in the fridge for her to have in December because they've got a long date, so she could have them during the Christmas. Anyway, let's go and see how many are left. Right, I'm down in the cellar. I'm gonna be very quick about this. Right, 1, and I think we've got 2 in there. 1. Right, so we have 3. Okay, good, that's not too many. What's the temperature on that? Yeah, it's okay, it's under. Only just though. I've got a thermometer in the fridge, as you can probably imagine. I am that anal sort of person. Anyway, 3, that's not too bad. Let's see how long that's going to last then. Okay, so she's having 1 on the 8th of September and 1 on the 22nd, which leaves the remaining 1. The syringes can be out of the fridge for up to 14 days and still be taken, but after that they have to be discarded. But the thing is, because she only has 1 a fortnight, we can only have 1 at a time doing this, you see. But the thing is, she can actually take them 1 day early or 1 day late if she wants to. But I don't want to push it. I don't want to like do it every single time, have it a day early, because I think that might be a little bit overdosey in the long run. But I'm thinking, what if she has the next one a day early and then the following one on the Thursday instead of the Friday, then she can take the other one with her out of the fridge and it'll be all right. I think that's a plan. I'll warn her now though, because she needs a lot of time to get acclimatised to change, my daughter does. She's worse than me and I'm bad. Right, well good, that's the first step done anyway. She's also just sent me her learner ID, so that's good. I don't have to go rummaging for that, and I've just texted her with her next proposed injection dates. Next, I'm just going to find the main switchboard number of the uni and try to get through to somebody just to make sure that it's okay for the van to come and Izzy to come out and meet them directly at the curbside, take the stuff straight in, because that's what needs to happen. It can't be going through any pigeonholes or postal rooms or anything like that. It's got to go direct to Izzy. This is the medical grade. This is the medical grade cool bag that we do have. I bought it from Amazon. It comes with 2 ice packs that go in there and there, and they're in the freezer at the moment. Hang on, I'll show them to you. They're here. I keep them in the freezer in a Ziploc bag to keep them nice and clean and separate from the food. So those go in the 2 ends there, and then you get your injection pens and you pop them in here and fold it up and pop it inside. The thing is, this is really meant for insulin, and Isabel's ones are very big and chunky, and we normally have 6 delivered at a time, and I just don't think they fit in there without being scrunched and crushed, and I would worry about that in case they got damaged. But when we had the training day from the nurse from the Health Net company, she approved of this and she said yes, that was just the thing. So because we were only going to have 1 to transport, I'm thinking we could just put 1 inside, put the fridge thermometer in there, well in there, in that bit, maybe in there, and zip it up and see what temperature it is when we arrive, because we're going to arrive on the Friday because we're kind of going on holiday, IB's holiday. It's going to be an hour and a half north of where Izzy's going to go, but we might be able to pop that in a freezer overnight, like the thingies again, and I don't know. We've got to take Izzy's fridge with us, the one downstairs. Oh, it's complicated. So So this is what I'm thinking, is it worth the hassle trying to keep that last one cold? But the thing is, if she gets an infection or if she gets unwell, she can't take it. She has to wait until she's feeling better. And if that goes past the 2 weeks, that will be wasted. And they're blooming expensive for the NHS to buy. I think last time I looked, they were at least 500 quid a jab. So, you know, we want to do our best to keep them intact rather than just go, oh, sorry, this board, can we have some more? We don't want to do that. You know, really don't. So anyway, it's always a bit of a stress, those flipping syringes, but I'm so eternally grateful for them, for giving my daughter a life, basically. That's not just constant cycle of pain and itching and irritation. Anyway, right, I better ring the uni. I haven't rung them yet. I'm just gonna come on here and tell you what I'm worried about with this, because you know, like when something is unusual, a request to a company is unusual and there's not like a process in place, like a protocol, they don't like it. Like, for example, when we wanted to put Izzy's medication in the fridge at the GP's, we were threatened with power cuts. Well, the power cuts never happened. I can't remember if I vlogged about that or not. Anyway, they all said no. They said no. The pharmacist said no. It's not because they haven't got a fridge. It's not because it wasn't physically possible to just go in and pop it in and then come back when the works were done in the street outside. No, it would have been fine. It's just, well, there wasn't a procedure for it, so sorry, couldn't be done. So I'm a bit worried about that, but from what I've seen so far of the uni, they are very accommodating to individuals' needs and very rational and sensible. So I'm really hoping it'll be fine and they won't say, oh no, it's got to go in a pigeonhole in the postal sorting room. This is why I'm scared of. And I think also this is what's going to happen. I'm just going to get like an answer phone that wants to put me through to departments, and then it'll just be answer phones all the time and I won't get through to human. But let us see, shall we? I'm back. Answer phone. I've left a message. Oh, you know when you just want to get it done. They said they're closed for bank holiday and they're open on Tuesday. It is Tuesday. The answer phone is still on. Oh well, I've left a message with my number, her learner ID, explaining the situation briefly, succinctly, I hope. I think it was quite a good message. I was quite proud of it. I didn't get flummoxed for a change. Oh, right. Anyway, I don't know what to do now. That's stopped me in my tracks. One thing that's good, though, is I don't need to arrange for an earlier delivery than would otherwise be expected from the healthcare company that delivers the syringes, because she's going to take them all, you know, that she has in stock. So the delivery will be at the normal time and not brought forward, because last time we had to bring it forward for some reason because there was a power cut and we had to discard a few syringes. It was totally beyond our control. It was the middle of the night. We didn't know about it, so it's too late. Anyway, when that happened, there was a disaster. There was all sorts of administration delays from the hospital because the prescription has to come to the hospital and they can't do anything. They can't release any medication without that official form. And she ended up taking it late. You might remember, it was just as I was going off to the Isle of Man, I was in a right old stress over that. Anyway, that shouldn't happen this time. It's just a matter of changing the address of the delivery. Right. It's amazing how much time not practising frees up in a day. Now, this bag of bits came from my dad's house absolutely ages ago and it kind of got buried. I've been meaning to go through it. And there's another bag downstairs that Izzy sorted out for the charity shop, but I think a lot of those clothes need to be recycled. And I just went online and I typed in clothes recycling near me and I found somewhere that I can walk to and drop the stuff off to. So I'm going to sort through that now, just while I'm at a bit of a loose end, really waiting for the uni to call back, and maybe drop it round there. Let's see. Okay, so I've tipped that lot out on the bed and I've brought some more stuff upstairs that needs going through as well. I think for charity, definitely that green one, and I know there's clothes in there for recycling. So this is going to be my recycling pile. We've got, look at it, what is this? And that one's torn to shreds as well. We got loads and loads of old flannels, and I've started the charity bag, pair of mysterious socks that doesn't fit either me or Izzy or IB, so I don't know where they came from, but they've gone in the charity bag. They're pretty new, I think. Rather surprising collection in this bag that I've just emptied out. Bagpuss came plopping out. I think Bagpuss could do with a good wash. He's filthy. He's actually one of these microwavable ones. And the rest of it was an old train ticket that I was just scooped up. Pasty wrapper, sweetie wrappers, and a filthy, dirty COVID mask. I'm washing things like this, and then I'm going to store them somewhere. Hopefully we don't have another pandemic and need any more. I don't know. Loads of eczema gloves here from Izzy's severe days, but she doesn't need to glove anymore, not even at night. Some of them are cleaner than others. I might keep some of the cleaner ones, to be honest. I bought her those and she didn't use them, but I might just put a couple aside. I mean, I really hope that she doesn't ever need them again, but it took quite a while to accumulate all these. You can get them on prescription if you're severe enough. Those are in perfect condition. Those are new. We'll keep those. I think like the really grubby ones and the ones with holes in, we'll get rid of. You can also buy them on Amazon. I think they're quite abrasive at the fingertip, to be honest.
the way it's woven, so you can have a good old scratch with them on, but not as bad as your nails, obviously. I mean, she would still rip her skin from scratching in them. There's another pretty good clean pair there as well. Oh, that's just one. I'll have to find the other one that goes with it. These are better to protect from injury from scratching, but they come off really easily. Right, we're keeping these. I've got a hiding place for things as he insists she doesn't want any more. Things like black t-shirts, for example. That's something like I've bought a black t-shirts or black leggings or whatever, because it's just one of those things that if you're in theatre groups and things, there's always a time when somebody says, right, everybody needs to wear black for blah-de-blah, you know, black trousers or black top. So she's like, no, I don't want it, but I don't want to get rid of it, because if that time comes, I'd have to go out and buy another one. So I've got them hidden in my little chest down there, and that's where I'm going to hide those gloves, and hopefully she never needs them. But if she does, then we'll have them to hand, won't we? Oh, you know this lurgy of mine? Well, the cough disappeared as quickly as it came. It was really persistent for about 20 minutes or half an hour or something, and then it just vanished. And I've suddenly wondered if actually I've got a skin infection in my nose, and that's what's making me feel bad, not a virus. It could be bacteria. So I've put a bit of Fustin on it because it started to swell up. I don't know if it's still doing its weeping as well. Anyway, these are the 2 bags of rags that I'm going to take down for recycling. Got a couple of bits for charity. Now, I hadn't realised they don't take underwear. People were saying in the comments they don't take underwear. I'm sure they used to when I was a kid, like in big bargain bins, you know. But anyway, so the underwear's gone in the raggy bags. Yeah, just some unladdered, not even worn tights and some shorts. Loads of stuff I put in the wash because it's good enough to donate, but it's just a bit, I don't know, a bit musty or something from being in a cupboard for so long. Anyway, I'm going to stroll down with these 2 now because I think a walk could do me good. I'm back from dropping those off, and I'm microwaving some stew from yesterday. It rained, of course, while I was out, but I was too hot, and because I keep getting these hot flushes. I think it's got to be an infection, has it? I keep getting these hot flushes coming on, and I'm like taking my raincoat off and everything, so I kind of got a bit wet. But never mind, at least it had a cooling effect. I feel good about dropping those clothes off to be recycled. A step in the right direction of decluttering the whole house. I am having a self-care day. I've decided, as grotty as I do actually feel, I'm really enjoying the real snail's pace of today, like compared to my normal velocity that I go at. Oh, my face is like itching. I must not scratch, it'll just make it worse. I don't know where that came from. So I'm going to eat this and I'm going to blob out in bed and watch videos. I think maybe even have a nap, because I keep feeling like I just want to put my head on the pillow and go to sleep, a bit wet out. And then after that, I'm going to very slowly potter around my front room, picking things up, and maybe very gently put the hoover around, because it's really got cluttered again. My fault and Isabel's fault. Like, we're both as bad as each other, so I can't blame her, because, you know, monkey see, monkey do and all that. So I set a bad example. Guilty as charged. Right, I'm going to have lunch. For better or for worse, I've washed Bagpuss. Come here, matey. Oh, he's in one piece. That's a good start. It occurred to me, if he's microwavable, I could microwave him and then just let him evaporate with his own heat. What do you think, Bagpuss? Yes. The paneer appears to have exploded somewhat in the microwave, but never mind. It is now 8 p.m. I did declutter and hoover down here, eventually. Bagpuss has undergone the indignity of 3 goes in the microwave, haven't you? He's still wet, but he's still warm from the last time, so I've put him on here to do evaporating. I'm not doing too bad. I do think this is a bit swollen up, though. I'm better than I was. I haven't had the hots and shivers, you know, sequence or whatever it is for quite a while now, actually. But I've had actually a blissful afternoon, apart from feeling grotty, because I've had the luxury of being able to just blob out and watch videos. And so I did. I binge watched one of my favourite channels, which is the 8 Miles From Home daily vlogging channel. They live in the Philippines. They're a UK family that lives in the Philippines, a mum, a dad and a 6-year-old daughter. I think she's 6 now. You know, they were on beaches, the sun was beating down. It's quite a relaxed pace vlogging style that they have, and it was just making me more and more relaxed. I watched about 5 of their videos on the trot because I got so behind with all my vlog watching over the summer. So that was just heaven. And then after about the 5th video, I was like, you know what, I could just sleep now. So I shut all the blinds and everything, turned the light out and went to sleep. And I dreamt that I was there, you know, paddling in the nice warm sea water, the waves lapping, and I was literally dreaming about it. And then the phone rang, and it was Izzy's university, or Izzy's university to be, ringing me back about the inquiry. We haven't quite settled it, but they were very rational and reasonable about it, and they didn't just say computer says no. But I've got a number to ring in the morning. They were still on leave from bank holiday today. Anyway,
anyway, Izzy's still out. She said she's getting back about 9 p.m. I think, so I'm just gonna continue to relax. I think I've done some editing as well. I edited what I've filmed so far today as well. And that was about it really. That's pretty much all I've done. But cool, I didn't half appreciate just having a rest and just having a blank mind and just passively sitting there in the bed. It's really nice. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully tomorrow we shall see some improvement in the snout and not a giant swollen up enormous hooter needing a GP consult. Hopefully not. Hopefully I could just continue to treat it now with the ointment that I've got. Anyway, yes, thank you so much for watching. Do give the video a like if you happen to like it. Subscribe down below to watch more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.